Salud. Welcome, everyone. Today we are discussing President Trump's first week. So we are going to do a recap of that. And I hope you guys are excited about this. This is an exciting time. Before we do that, I'd like to first do a check out the prices of some of the major coins so we can include that as well. So let's first check out the price of Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then we will do a recap of Donald Trump's first week in office, and we'll tie that into how he is having an impact on the financial markets. So Bitcoin is up today, $328.90 to the price of $105,111.20. Ethereum is up as well. Ethereum is up $18.82 to the price of $3,339.38. Let's check out the S&P 500. This should be slightly down. Okay. And once again, S&P 500 futures are down $1.20 to the price of $6,132. And I expect the Dow Jones through overnight trading to also be down. Dow Jones is down $140.82 to the price of $44,424.25. So that is a summary of the market that has closed this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down approximately $140. The S&P 500 is down $20, and both Bitcoin and Ethereum are up. So that is very exciting about that. And then let's see here. We're having problems with that door. So there she is right there. So that door, the lock is a bit problematic. We're going to have to take a look at that. But let's keep going with the recap. And let's go into a recap of Donald Trump's first week in office. First thing on Inauguration Day, Donald Trump decided, I think 48 hours, 72 hours before the inauguration this past Monday, 6 days ago, that they would, because of the chilling weather, they would hold the inauguration ceremony within the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. And on day one, there was record-breaking signing of 26 executive orders on the first day, surpassing previous records. Once again, Donald Trump broke a record of signing 26 executive orders on day one. Some of the highlights are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord and the World Health Organization, which is basically dominated, controlled, funded, and owned by Bill Gates. So I was happy to see that we put a stop to giving them free money. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona, so immigration and border policies are very important here. And Donald Trump declared a national emergency at the U.S.-Mexico border. And specifically, there are now restrictions on asylum seekers and refugee policies. So all of that stuff, that's basically what people do. And it's a game. And I know people that are doing it of all nationalities. Another designation of certain migrant gangs as foreign terrorist organizations. So specifically in Mexico, you have a drug cartel that controls a lot of the politicians here in the state of Arizona. And as a result, the only way Donald Trump he's figured out the way to get around this is to declare them as foreign terrorist organizations. In addition to the Venezuelan gangs, MS-13 has been a problem for the last 20 years, and Donald Trump mentioned that in his 2016 presidential campaign. In addition to that, he did a host of pardons. He pardoned approximately 1,500 individuals linked to the January 6th Capitol riot, and a commutation of sentences for specific group leaders. He also gave a full unconditional pardon to Ross Ulbricht, who is the founder of Digital Silk Road, which was an underground website where you could purchase illegal drugs, also other illegal transactions, and pay for that in Bitcoin. And he was released this week after serving more than 12 years in prison. In addition, he declassified the remaining documents of the assassinations of John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King Jr. Concerning domestic policies, Donald Trump dismantled diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives within the federal government. Those can still exist at the state level, but it's a trickle-down effect. Once the federal government stops doing this, then most states, not California, but most states will also follow suit. There's a repeal of the previous AI-related executive orders and the promotion of a $500 billion investment in artificial intelligence. So the previous Biden-Harris administration had restrictions on the development of AI research, and Donald Trump has repealed that. In addition, there's a mandate for federal employees to return to office settings impacting remote work policies. So there have been, nationwide, but in particular in Washington, D.C., you've had federal employees that have continued to work from home. And now they are mandated to return or they will be retired. And concerning economic and energy policies, Donald Trump made an outline for the consideration of new tariffs on imports from countries like China, Mexico, and Canada. Specifically, the tariffs on Mexico and Canada is to put pressure on them to deal with their borders, and with China to stop allowing fentanyl to come in through Mexico, but it's being manufactured in China. Also, there's a discussion of a focus on increasing oil production by reducing regulations and expanding drilling opportunities, as, for example, fracking in the state of Pennsylvania. And we'll see if there's any talk of the Keystone Pipeline. Okay. In addition to that, there's a mention of the rollback of electric. Please don't drown me out. Please, Diane. Okay, can you reduce your voice? And we're mentioning the rollback of electric vehicle targets and the halting of wind energy permits. And then finally, let's get to foreign policy and international relations. Okay. So there's a highlight on the withdrawal from international agreements such as the Paris Climate Accord and the World Health Organization. And in addition to that,
sometimes I have difficulty putting it back together again.
Fair enough. Well, I just took a bunch of old things out for the chickens.
Oh, okay. No, when I
can you believe this? Can you believe the inconsiderateness of this?
I took some stuff off the shelf.
Okay.
The problem with this refrigerator is that in order to clean
So let's finish up this recap.
Completely apart.
So for foreign policy and international relations, the withdrawal from international agreements such as the Paris Climate Accord and the World Health Organization. In addition to that, the reinstatement of Cuba as a state sponsor of terrorism, and finally, the reversal of sanctions on Israeli settlers. I don't know why Donald Trump would allow the Israeli settlers to reoccupy land in the Gaza Strip, which is part of the problem, which is continuing to promote war. But there you have it. So nothing is perfect, but that's really what the world is all about, right? Nothing is perfect. Okay, so you can't get everything. With that, this is Daniel Plummer, the Crypto Kid, summarizing Donald Trump's first week and signing out. And remember, the future is crypto.